Imagine being 80 years old and still strong enough to climb mountains, carry groceries with ease, and live fully independent. While many older adults struggle with mobility, there exists a rare group of superagers who defy time itself. This video reveals the single most overlooked daily habit that can help you rebuild muscle strength and function, starting today. But here's the twist. This isn't just about exercising more. It's about how you treat your body, mind, and spirit holistically. True strength in your later years comes not only from what you do with your muscles, but how you nourish them, how you think, how you rest, and how you emotionally connect with life. Superagers aren't born, they're made through consistent, mindful choices. This video goes far beyond traditional fitness advice. You'll hear from real seniors who've regained vitality through one simple, surprising habit. You'll discover how this daily practice, often ignored by modern medicine, can reawaken your inner strength, renew your energy, and even improve your relationships. Stay with us until the end. You'll uncover emotional stories, deep insights, and a habit so powerful it might just make you feel 40 again. Don't miss this chance to reclaim your strength and age with confidence, grace, and joy. Part 1. Understanding the Enemy, Sarcopenia. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, is a silent yet relentless enemy that creeps into the lives of millions as they age. It affects more than 50 million older adults worldwide, with numbers expected to rise as the global population continues to age. Despite its widespread impact, sarcopenia often goes unnoticed until its consequences become difficult to ignore. Difficulty climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, or even walking without fatigue or risk of falling. By the age of 30, most people begin to lose a small percentage of their muscle mass each decade. But after the age of 60, this decline accelerates significantly. By the time a person reaches 80, they may have lost up to 50% of their muscle mass compared to their youth. And this isn't just a matter of physical appearance or aesthetics. It's a direct threat to one's quality of life and independence. Weak muscles mean compromised balance, reduced mobility, and a much higher risk of falls. In fact, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among older adults, and sarcopenia is a major contributing factor. The impact goes deeper than just physical risk. Sarcopenia can lead to longer hospital stays, slower recovery after illness or surgery, and increased dependence on others for daily activities like bathing, dressing, or cooking. Over time, it can even impact mental health, contributing to depression, isolation, and a loss of purpose. But here's the good news. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. According to a landmark study published in the Journal of Physiology, aging does not automatically doom you to muscle deterioration. The researchers found that older adults who engage in regular physical activity, especially resistance and strength training, can maintain and even rebuild muscle mass well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. These findings challenge the long-held belief that muscle loss is an unavoidable part of aging. In fact, some older adults who adopt strength-focused routines show similar muscle characteristics to much younger individuals. The key lies in consistent, progressive activity tailored to their abilities. The human body is remarkably adaptable, and the muscles, even in advanced age, respond to challenge. Whether it's lifting light weights, doing resistance band exercises, walking uphill, or performing bodyweight movements like squats and push-ups, every bit counts. But it's not just about exercise. Nutrition plays a vital role too. Without sufficient protein, even the most well-designed workout program will fall short. Older adults typically require more protein per kilogram of body weight than younger individuals, yet many consume far less than recommended. This nutritional gap can accelerate muscle loss, even in those who are physically active. Hormonal changes, inflammation, reduced appetite, and chronic illnesses can all contribute to sarcopenia, but they don't have to define your future. The first step in fighting this hidden threat is understanding it, recognizing the symptoms, identifying the risk factors, and realizing that intervention is not only possible, but highly effective. When you know what you're up against, you can make smarter choices. You can take control, and you can rewrite the story of aging, not as a time of decline, but as a season of strength, resilience, and renewal. In the sections ahead, we'll explore the warning signs of sarcopenia, the role of daily habits, and the most powerful science-backed strategies to fight back and rebuild muscle naturally. The journey starts with awareness, and now that you've seen the enemy clearly, you're already one step closer to victory. Part 2, the 7 daily habits of superagers. Habit number 7, embracing hormetic stressors. Hormetic stressors are short, controlled bursts of physical discomfort that paradoxically make the body stronger, more resilient, and more youthful. These include activities like cold showers, sauna bathing, intermittent fasting, brief intense exercise, and even breath-holding practices. Though they may sound unpleasant at first, superagers, those rare individuals who retain youthful vigor into their 70s, 80s, and beyond, intentionally seek out these stressors because they activate powerful healing and regenerative processes within the body. Cold exposure, such as a cold shower or ice bath, triggers the release of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that sharpens focus, improves mood, and reduces inflammation. It also activates brown fat and stimulates mitochondrial biogenesis, the process by which new energy-producing mitochondria are created inside cells. These mitochondria are the engines of vitality, and keeping them healthy is critical for maintaining muscle function, energy, and mental clarity as we age. Similarly, sauna use, a form of deliberate heat stress, has been shown to boost cardiovascular health, enhance circulation, and increase levels of heat shock proteins. These proteins help protect muscle cells from damage and support repair. Regular sauna use is linked to reduced risk of heart disease, stroke, and even Alzheimer's. It is no coincidence that in cultures like Finland, where sauna use is a way of life, people tend to live longer and healthier lives. Intermittent fasting, another hormetic practice, triggers a state of mild stress that encourages the body to clean up damaged cells through a process known as autophagy. It also enhances insulin sensitivity, supports weight management, and improves longevity markers at the cellular level. Superagers often eat within time-restricted windows, allowing their bodies ample time to recover and rejuvenate. From a Buddhist perspective, the practice of embracing hormetic stress reflects the timeless wisdom of voluntary discomfort as a path to liberation and strength. In many Buddhist traditions, monks deliberately sit through long, painful meditation sessions, not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand that facing discomfort with mindfulness reveals the inner workings of the mind and purifies it. This voluntary suffering becomes a mirror through which ego, attachment, and fear are exposed and dissolved. Likewise, engaging in hormetic stressors is a form of physical discipline that purifies the body. It teaches us non-attachment to comfort and strengthens our tolerance for life's inevitable challenges. The body, like the mind, grows stronger not through indulgence, but through wisely applied adversity. In the end, hormetic stress is not about punishing the body. It's about awakening its natural resilience. It's about building the physical and spiritual stamina to meet each day with energy, clarity, and courage. Superagers do not avoid discomfort. They embrace it as a teacher. Through cold, heat, hunger, and breath, they unlock vitality not from pills or shortcuts, but from ancient wisdom and modern science working in harmony. Habit number 6, strategic protein timing. As we age, our bodies face a natural decline in the efficiency of building and maintaining muscle, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. This means that the muscles of older adults do not respond to protein intake as effectively as those of younger individuals. To combat this, research consistently shows that consuming 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal, not just at dinner, can significantly enhance muscle protein synthesis, helping to preserve strength, mobility, and vitality well into later years. Most people, especially seniors, tend to concentrate their protein intake at dinner, often neglecting breakfast or consuming only minimal protein in the morning. A typical breakfast might consist of toast, coffee, or a small bowl of cereal, hardly enough to jumpstart the muscle-building process. This pattern leaves the body undernourished during critical hours of the day, particularly after an overnight fast when muscle breakdown is naturally higher. Strategic protein timing means distributing protein intake evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This allows the body to receive consistent signals throughout the day to repair and rebuild tissues, particularly muscle. It also helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, reduces cravings, and provides longer-lasting energy. But this habit is not just about biology, there's an emotional and psychological layer to consider as well. Many older adults, especially those living alone or coping with grief, tend to treat breakfast as an afterthought. Eating becomes mechanical, or worse, a chore. There may be a loss of appetite or motivation in the morning, resulting in skipped meals or empty calories like toast with jam or sugary coffee. This quiet neglect of nutrition, though unintentional, has consequences that build over time: reduced muscle mass, increased fatigue, more frequent falls, and a deeper sense of fragility. Strategic protein timing can become an act of self respect. It's a message to the body that you still care. Preparing a simple, high protein breakfast, such as Greek yogurt with nuts, scrambled eggs with a slice of whole grain toast, or a smoothie with protein powder and fruits, can be an empowering start to the day. It nourishes not just the muscles, but also the spirit, reinforcing the belief that you still deserve strength, energy, and dignity in your golden years. This shift doesn't require radical changes, just consistency. Over time, these small strategic decisions compound into measurable gains: firmer muscles, better balance, increased independence, and even a more optimistic outlook. So, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, remember, breakfast isn't just a meal, it's the first investment in your strength for the day. And when that meal includes enough protein, it becomes a quiet rebellion against aging passivity. It's your way of saying, I'm still here, I still matter. Habit number 5: optimize vitamin D, the muscle vitamin that most seniors overlook. Vitamin D is more than just a nutrient for bone health. It's a critical player in maintaining muscle strength, balance, and coordination, especially as we age. And yet, the majority of seniors don't even realize they're running dangerously low. Studies show that over 80% of adults over the age of 60 are deficient in vitamin D, often falling below the optimal level of 40 nanograms per milliliter. This silent deficiency can dramatically accelerate muscle loss, increase the risk of falls, and compromise overall vitality. What many people don't know is that vitamin D acts like a switch for key muscle genes. It helps activate pathways responsible for muscle protein synthesis, enhances neuromuscular coordination, and supports the fine-tuned communication between your brain and muscles. When your vitamin D levels are optimal, your muscles respond better to movement, you feel more stable on your feet, and your risk of injury goes down significantly. Let me share a story that truly highlights this. One of my longtime clients, a retired Buddhist monk named Tenzin, came to me in his late 70s after a slow and steady decline in mobility. He had spent years in deep meditation, often sitting for hours, and his muscles had weakened over time. He was using a walker, his posture had become stooped, and he often complained about feeling unsteady, even on flat ground. After running some basic blood tests, we discovered that his vitamin D level was only 18 nanograms per milliliters, far below the ideal threshold. We began a gentle but consistent protocol: daily morning sun exposure, a high-quality D3 supplement combined with K2, and dietary adjustments to include vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, egg yolks, and fortified mushrooms. Within 3 months, his levels rose above 40 ng per milliliter. But here's the truly beautiful part. By month 4, Tenzin was walking without his walker. His posture improved, his steps became more confident, and he even began leading short walking meditations again. He didn't change his entire lifestyle. He didn't start lifting weights. All he did was restore something that should have been there all along: vitamin D. This isn't an isolated case. Seniors who correct their vitamin D deficiency often report greater energy, stronger legs, and better balance. In fact, research has shown that adequate vitamin D can reduce the risk of falls by as much as 22% in older adults. If you're over 60 and feeling weak, tired, or off balance, it's worth asking your doctor for a simple blood test. You may find that a small adjustment could restore much of what aging has taken away. Vitamin D might be invisible, but its impact on your muscles is undeniable. Habit number 4: lower chronic inflammation. As we age, one of the most silent and destructive forces working against our health is inflammaging, a term used to describe low-grade chronic inflammation that slowly deteriorates our cells, tissues, and organs. Unlike acute inflammation, which is a healthy and temporary immune response to injury or infection, Chronic inflammation lingers quietly in the background. It often goes unnoticed, but plays a key role in aging related decline, including muscle loss, joint pain, cognitive issues, and even heart disease. For seniors, this ongoing inflammation can directly contribute to sarcopenia, the age related loss of muscle mass and strength. It weakens the very foundation of vitality, our mobility, stability, and independence. And while the body may appear fine on the outside, inside it's as if a slow fire is burning, chipping away at health over time. To lower this silent threat, we must build daily habits that soothe the body's internal systems. Start with quality sleep. During deep rest, the body releases anti-inflammatory compounds, repairs damaged tissues, and resets stress hormones. Prioritize a calming bedtime routine, reduce screen exposure before sleep, and aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted rest. Next, embrace the power of fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt, or miso. These probiotic-rich foods nourish the gut microbiome, which plays a crucial role in regulating the immune response. A balanced gut reduces systemic inflammation and enhances nutrient absorption, especially important as we age. Moderate exercise is another vital tool. Gentle movement like walking, tai chi, or swimming boosts circulation and triggers the release of anti-inflammatory proteins. Even 30 minutes a day can help manage weight, improve insulin sensitivity, and decrease the load on joints and muscles. In terms of diet, focus on anti-inflammatory nutrients. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon or in flax seeds and walnuts have a proven ability to calm the body's inflammatory response. Herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon contain compounds that neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. Be intentional with your food choices. Every bite can be either medicine or fuel for inflammation. The Buddha once said, "Anger is like a fire. It burns the vessel that contains it." This timeless wisdom reminds us that internal states have physical consequences. Just as unaddressed anger or resentment can silently harm the heart and mind, chronic inflammation, often sparked by stress, poor diet, or lack of rest, burns within the body, draining energy and life force. To heal inflammation is not only to heal the body, but also the mind. Practice mindfulness, breathe deeply, and release inner tension. Let go of grudges, let go of the need to be right. Let your body find peace so it can begin to repair. In caring for inflammation, we are not merely reducing risk, we are preserving vitality, clarity, and the sacred experience of being alive. Moment by precious moment. Habit number 3, micronutrient mastery, the subtle art of nourishing the inner flame. As we age, the body becomes more selective, more sensitive to the nutrients it absorbs. It no longer thrives on volume, but on precision. In our younger years, we could get away with missing a few meals or relying on processed foods, but in our golden years, every bite matters. This is where micronutrient mastery comes in, a quiet discipline, but a powerful one. Micronutrients such as magnesium, vitamin B12, creatine, zinc, and selenium are not just nice-to-haves. They are critical to the deeper functions of aging bodies: energy production, nervous system health, muscle preservation, immune resilience, and even emotional balance. Deficiencies in any one of these can slowly erode our vitality, often without obvious symptoms until it's too late. Magnesium, for example, calms the nervous system and supports over 300 enzymatic functions. It's nature's anti-stress mineral. B12 sharpens the mind and guards against memory decline, yet is poorly absorbed with age. Creatine, often misunderstood as a bodybuilder supplement, actually helps maintain muscle and brain function in seniors. Zinc is crucial for immune defense and wound healing, while selenium supports thyroid health and protects against cellular damage. While personalized lab testing is ideal to understand your unique deficiencies, it's not always accessible or affordable. Thankfully, food can still be our wisest doctor. A few quiet heroes in your daily meals can make a remarkable difference. Leafy greens like spinach and kale brim with magnesium and antioxidants. Fatty fish such as salmon or sardines offer selenium, B12, and anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Fermented tofu and miso support gut health while offering zinc and beneficial enzymes. And yes, even dark chocolate, in moderation, delivers magnesium and mood-boosting compounds. But here's the important truth. Many seniors put their faith in multivitamin pills, taking them like magic bullets. The packaging promises health, but healing doesn't come in megadoses. In fact, too much of certain synthetic vitamins can do more harm than good, disrupting absorption, taxing the liver, and creating a false sense of security. True healing comes from mindful nourishment, from building a relationship with your body's signals, your food, and your meals. It's about slowing down and choosing quality over quantity. It's the joy of cooking simple, colorful meals. It's the gratitude in knowing that every nutrient you give your body is an act of self-love. Micronutrient mastery is not about fear or control. It's about respect. Respect for your body's natural intelligence and the incredible ability it still has to heal, even in later years. When you nourish with intention, not impulse, you awaken a strength in yourself that no pill can replicate. So the next time you sit down to eat, ask yourself not, am I full? But am I truly nourished? That small shift can change everything. Habit number 2, protecting neuromuscular junctions. As we age, one of the most overlooked but essential systems in our body is the neuromuscular junction, the critical site where nerve cells transmit signals to muscle fibers, enabling movement, strength, balance, and coordination. These junctions act as communication bridges, and just like any bridge, they can degrade without care. Protecting these connections is vital for maintaining mobility, independence, and overall quality of life. Tai Chi, table tennis, and mindful walking are not just recreational activities. They are therapeutic practices that actively stimulate and preserve neuromuscular function. Tai Chi's slow, intentional movements require coordination between the brain and body, reinforcing the very electrical pathways that control movement. Table tennis, though seemingly lighthearted, demands rapid eye-hand coordination and spatial awareness, both of which strengthen neuromuscular signaling. Even something as simple as walking with full awareness, paying attention to each step, your breath, and the rhythm of your movement helps engage and sharpen the body's nerve muscle communication. But movement alone is not enough. Nutrition and supplementation play a supporting role. Compounds such as acetyl L-carnitine and alpha-lipoic acid have been shown to protect nerve cells and enhance mitochondrial function, which is crucial for both nerve and muscle energy. Vitamin B1, thiamine, is especially important. It is essential for nerve impulse transmission and helps prevent neuromuscular degeneration, especially in older adults. These nutrients, when combined with physical practice, offer a powerful defense against the age-related decline of our neuromuscular system. Equally important is the nervous system's ability to regulate itself, and that's where breathwork comes in. Techniques like box breathing, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding again for 4, help stimulate the vagus nerve, a key part of the parasympathetic nervous system. Activating this nerve promotes calm, reduces inflammation, and supports neuromuscular health by improving the brain's communication with the rest of the body. From a Buddhist perspective, the body and mind are not separate entities. They are deeply interconnected. The nervous system is the silent bridge between mental intention and physical reality. When we practice mindfulness through movement, breath, and awareness, we are not merely maintaining muscles or nerves. We are nurturing the entire system of being. Just as a monk walking mindfully through a forest brings full attention to each step, we too must bring conscious care to the movements and habits that protect this sacred bridge. To neglect the neuromuscular junction is to allow the bridge to collapse. But with intention, nourishment, and mindfulness, we can strengthen this connection, preserving not only mobility, but also a deeper harmony between body, breath, and awareness. Habit number 1, progressive resistance training. Out of all the habits that contribute to strength, vitality, and graceful aging, progressive resistance training stands as the most powerful. It is more than just exercise. It's a sacred ritual of honoring the body's enduring capacity for growth, no matter your age. Unlike casual walking or light movements, this practice challenges your muscles to grow, repair, and strengthen. At the heart of this habit lies a deep respect for compound movements, those that engage multiple muscle groups at once, such as squats, push-ups, rows, and deadlifts. These functional exercises mimic real-life movements and improve not just muscle tone, but also balance, coordination, and independence. But the real key is progressive overload, a gentle but steady increase in resistance over time. Whether it's adding an extra pound to your dumbbells, doing one more repetition, or holding a position for a few seconds longer, This slow progression signals your body to adapt. This adaptation triggers anabolic pathways, those that build new muscle and restore youthful strength. The goal is not to push until exhaustion or injury, but rather to train the muscles to the point of temporary fatigue, where they are challenged enough to rebuild stronger. Rest and recovery are part of this sacred cycle. With mindful effort and consistency, the body responds. Let me share a story. A former student of mine, Mr. Thompson, 82 years old, once walked with a stoop and shuffled step. His body language told the story of someone who had slowly given in to the weight of time. But one day, he decided to try something new. He began lifting light weights, no more than a couple of soup cans at first, and practiced mindful breathing with each repetition. He treated it not as a workout, but as a ritual of reconnecting with his body. 3 times a week for 20 minutes, he trained with intention. Slowly, we increased his resistance. Within just 3 months, a transformation began. His posture straightened, shoulders rolled back, head held high, his gait became stronger and more balanced. But the most remarkable change? His confidence. He started telling stories again, laughing with friends, and walking into rooms with a light in his eyes that hadn't been there in years. Progressive resistance training, done with mindfulness and respect, isn't just about muscles. It's about reclaiming power, agency, and dignity. It's proof that no matter how old you are, you can still become stronger. So if you do nothing else, do this. Make this your sacred ritual. Part 3, a holistic daily routine for strength. Building strength, both physical and inner resilience, doesn't require expensive equipment or hours at the gym. What it truly requires is consistency, intentionality, and a balanced routine that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. Especially for older adults, creating a daily ritual grounded in mindfulness, nutrition, and movement can work wonders in restoring vitality. This holistic routine focuses on restoring strength through small yet powerful practices woven into each part of your day. Morning, reclaim your vital energy. Begin your day with 10 minutes of gentle sunlight exposure. Step outside, sit by a window, or tend a small garden. This simple act not only boosts vitamin D production, essential for bone health and muscle strength, but also resets your circadian rhythm, promoting better sleep at night. As you bathe in the morning light, practice box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and pause for 4. This simple technique calms the nervous system, lowers blood pressure, and prepares your mind for the day with clarity. Your breakfast should be rich in protein and easily digestible. Opt for soft-boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, or a warm quinoa bowl with nuts and seeds. Pair your meal with a herbal tea like ginger or turmeric to awaken the digestive fire gently. Avoid sugary cereals or pastries. They spike blood sugar and leave you fatigued before midday. Midday, fuel and flow. Midday is the time to reinforce your strength through movement and nourishment. Begin with a mindful walk, preferably in nature or a quiet neighborhood. As you walk, focus on your breathing and the sensation of your feet touching the ground. This kind of walking, meditative and aware, has been practiced by Buddhist monks for centuries to build mental resilience and promote healing energy. Lunch should focus on fiber-rich vegetables and lean proteins such as lentils, grilled fish, or tempeh. Fiber keeps your digestive system working efficiently, while protein helps preserve your muscle mass. If your doctor approves, you may take anti-inflammatory supplements such as omega-3 fatty acids, turmeric, or boswellia. These support joint health and reduce inflammation, which is especially important as we age and our muscles become more prone to injury. Afternoon, strengthen through intentional movement. In the afternoon, when the body is most flexible and alert, engage in resistance training. This doesn't mean lifting heavy weights. It could be as simple as using resistance bands, doing body weight squats, or performing wall push-ups. If you prefer something gentler yet equally powerful, try Tai Chi. This slow, meditative martial art improves balance, coordination, and muscular endurance while calming the spirit. Its flowing movements are particularly suitable for seniors and those seeking low-impact strength building. After training, consider ending with a cold shower. Just 30 to 60 seconds is enough. This ancient practice stimulates blood flow, reduces muscle soreness, and awakens the nervous system. It's also an opportunity to practice mental discipline and resilience. You're not just training your body, you're teaching your mind to remain calm in discomfort. Evening, restoration and reflection. As evening approaches, wind down with a light dinner, avoiding heavy meats or fried foods. Choose foods rich in magnesium, such as leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, or a banana. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation and sleep quality, two essential elements in the recovery process. Before bed, turn off screens and engage in a calming Buddhist chant or mantra, such as Om Mani Padme Hum or Namo Amituofo. Reciting it slowly while breathing deeply helps quiet the mind, clear anxious thoughts, and prepare you for deep, restorative sleep. If chanting isn't your style, soft Buddhist flute music or a short loving kindness meditation can serve the same purpose. Most people surrender to aging without even realizing it. They accept fatigue as normal, weakness as inevitable, and decline as their destiny. But as we've discovered throughout this video, aging doesn't have to mean giving up. It can mean growing wiser, adapting better, and discovering a new kind of strength that comes from within. Think of the bamboo tree, flexible yet unbreakable. It bends gracefully in the storm, not because it's weak, but because it is deeply rooted. When we root ourselves in mindful habits, nourishing foods, and daily movement, we don't just survive aging, we thrive in it. Rebuilding muscle, regaining strength, and choosing health is not about vanity. It's about dignity. It's about reclaiming your independence so you don't have to rely on anyone else to stand, walk, or live fully. It's about vitality that lets you play with your grandkids, enjoy long walks, and wake up with energy and clarity. And most of all, it's about peace, knowing that you are doing your best to care for the temple that carries your soul. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start with one small habit, whether it's adding more protein to your meals, walking 10 minutes a day, or practicing 5 minutes of mindful breathing. Every small step builds strength. And each day, those steps compound into transformation. Because strength is not something you're given, it's something you choose. It's not written in your genes, it's carved by your choices. As the Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So think strength, think peace, think vitality. If you found this message valuable, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness. Together we walk the path to a wiser, stronger, more peaceful life.